So George, what we just looked at was a vertical form, fill, and seal, this mini bagger, where things come from the top down into it. There's also a set of machines that bring the product in from the side. What's that called? And you can give us a little brief description of that.
Well, that's called a horizontal form, fill, and seal machine, better known in the trade as a flow wrapper. Now, the flow wrapper will give you the efficiencies of, rather than putting something into a bag sideways, this will take roll stock film, form a tube, push the product into the tube, heat seal it, date coat it, gas flush it, out the door. It's significantly faster and more labor efficient than doing it manually.
Now, on a horizontal flow wrapper, I understand there's all types of additional components that can go onto a machine. And when you're talking about a flow wrapper and somebody now wants to add, let's say, a top chain conveyor, why would they do that, George?
Well, that'll do two things for you. Number one, it'll increase the speed because as you run the machine, the product will go into the tube formed by the machine and it'll be held in place by the film. This, in essence, holds the product in place as it goes through the forming tube and does two things. Number one, it increases the speed at which you go, and the second thing that it'll do is that it'll take the air out of the package so that you're not taking up excess space in your corrugated when you do package it. Since the overwhelming majority of our customers are food-oriented, all our machines are stainless steel, and they come with a 2-year parts and labor warranty. Now, unlike our competition, our customers are put into a position where they don't have to buy a fixed forming head for every product they run. We have an adjustable former that'll meet the requirements that are part of the flow wrapper. Further, we have a bilingual touchscreen. That means we can do English and one other language. Generally, it's Spanish. We can store up to 99 product parameters. So once you set the machine up, you can hit a button and it will hold the packaging parameters of that product. Now, these are all stock features. For example, we have no product, no film. Well, essentially what that does is that it doesn't waste the film. The other thing is that all our machines come with registered wrap, a batch counter. They're 220 single phase, 20 amps. Now, some of the options that are available on our flow wrappers are gas flush, tear notch, hole punch, date code printer. Now, we can go with something simple like hot stamp, or we can go with something more sophisticated like a printer. Now, one of the features that we recommend highly is what's called no gap, no seal. Now, what that means is that as you're loading the machine, if the machine does not see a separation between one product and the next, all of the flow wrappers that we have, the machine, because it has 3 servos, the 220, the 350, the 450, the 600, the 700, and the 850, continues to run, but the jaws don't come down and smash the product that you worked very hard to get to that point. It gives you better performance, better accuracy in the operation of the machine. If a customer was space challenged, for example, we have a short in-feed flow wrapper. Let's say they were space challenged on the height that they have available. We've been able to do low profile systems to accommodate the space that they have allocated for the equipment. And again, all the challenges that we face, we're sensitive to what our customers need and want in order to lower their labor cost and improve their efficiencies, lower their packaging costs, and last, in most instances, we can improve the overall quality of their product. Now, there's also indexing systems, automatic labeling systems, and then there's metal detection, check weighing, and last but certainly not least, rotary packing tables.
George, thanks so much. So one more time, if somebody wants to get a hold of you directly, because you've got a whole bunch of answers just waiting for their questions, what would they do?
They can give me a call at 888-814-7999, extension 1. That's 888-814-7999, extension 1. Look forward to hearing from you.